All right. Well, this is Monday Midday Meditation. My name is Tim West.
And my name is Sandra Blanchard. And
I
you
used
just
to
froze
be Tim
again.
from Squim. Now I'm Tim from wherever I am, and I'm
Currently, you're freezing in and out.
well, you know what? It's a little bit cooler here today. Let me turn off the camera for just a minute. And I wanted to say thanks for being here, Sandra. Sandra, you're still in Squim, but we're with Unity in the Olympics in Port Angeles, Washington. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. Well, you go right ahead. We're going to have you start with the daily word, and I'm going to adjust some stuff on the back end, okay?
Okay, great. That sounds good. So good morning or good afternoon, everyone. This is Monday, August the 15th. Today's daily word is free. I am free and unlimited. I need only look at the birds in the air to feel a spirit of freedom in my soul. Freedom is part of my divine identity, an attitude of mind and heart that allows my soul to soar to new heights. As I live from my true nature as a child of God, I feel liberated. Burdens lift from my shoulders, and I no longer feel bound by unpleasant memories or others, disapproving comments or negative perceptions. I walk with a confident step. I am willing to try new things. I do what is mine to do with a light spirit and joy in my heart. I can think, say, and do what is right for me without fear of condemnation or judgment. I am truly free. Those who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. That's from Isaiah 40:31. I am free and unlimited. We can say that all wherever we are, to ourselves or out loud. I am free and unlimited. All right. So what does that mean?
Well, you know, it means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. And one of the interesting things is we're spiritually connected to everyone, no matter where we are.
Exactly.
And I had a lovely conversation with one of my, I want to say my Toastmaster friends, but she's also someone we know pretty well from the congregation. And we're talking about how we don't feel like something's not right now. We feel like something's not right, and we're calling forward something that doesn't seem right for us because we're saying it's not right. It's not right. So how do we know? The question we came up with is, how do we know that it's the right thing so that we can proceed without fear or condemnation or judgment of the situation? How do we know?
Well, for me,
And you know, we have to give ourselves permission to be free.
okay. Yeah.
And for you,
Well, for me,
you were saying,
if I don't feel the tension or the stress building up, that I actually feel a sense of relief or peace, then I think, okay, I am in that right trajectory or that right thought or that right way of thinking. But if I start to feel some anger or hurt or resentment or something else, I'm going, whoops, maybe I need to sit with this a little longer.
yeah. So who is the one that's calling the shots, though?
That higher self.
Yeah, you hope it's that higher self. You would think that it's your higher self, but what we need to do is we need to trust that it's the higher self. So those feelings are indicators. It's kind of like me in this process right now, trying to heal. When I know I've gone too far or I've gone outside the boundaries of what is to be occurring in the now moment, there's a reminder that goes off somewhere. And we have to remember what it is that it is ours to do. I know that's crazy, but in my case, it would be to sit down and put my feet up so there's no swelling in my feet, which is one of the side effects from trying to heal when you've had a hip replaced. I'll just be quite honest, had a hip replaced. So in your indicators, it is those feelings. So the feelings are one of those things that we need to, I want to see, set aside so we're in charge of our own freedom. Once we
Yeah.
set those aside, what happens? We return to that place of peace. We return to that place of knowing that this is right. We return to that place of proper, I want to say, judgment or rightful discernment, that it is, we are in the right place at the right time. And know, and we truly know and trust that we are. I am that I am. So let's take these thoughts for just a couple brief moments and allow whatever that is coming to us today to actually go through us today. And if it's ours to hold on to, we can go ahead and make a mental note of it and put it in what I call, like on my Amazon cart, my shopping list, if I ever want to return to it. But right now, let's just honor them, acknowledge them, and let them go. So we no longer will feel bound by any thought that goes with it, any thought that goes with it. So take a couple deep breaths in with me and enjoy this beautiful breeze that's coming through my backside. It's going down and around and surrounding me and coming in and filling up my lungs. And now you allow your lungs to breathe in and breathe out. And sway with all those things that surround you, such as the trees behind me. Let go of any of those thoughts or those noises or those distractions, such as the laughter which surrounds all that is right now. Just be receptive to hearing that flow of water. Think back and try to remember, just like the water as its flow, what it's like to come together, like the H and the 2 and the O. Okay. Breathe in and allow yourself to connect with God, to combine, become something more in substance. Grateful in that now moment. Breathing in and out divine life. So this is just all about being free right now. If some tension comes through you that's not quite you, or something tries to distract you that's not quite true, just let it pass or come through you. You'll know if you need to latch on to it at any time or tether to it in the moment. But just be that piece of the breath. Be that breeze in the trees. And be that peace. You know, just like these sounds that are over my shoulder, those are things of the past. Laughter of a childhood, splash upon the pond's edge, being there present in the moment, in that time and that space, playing in the gift, being part of that divine grace. We need to remember the essence of who we are. We are made in the image and in the likeness of the divine. And that divine is ever growing and ever knowing, moving forward in life. Just as that reference point to that past of this laughter over my shoulder, know that wherever you are, it's nothing to move over. We can choose and discern what is the what is the pace to be. But I truly like what Sandra said in the beginning. I like to start from this place of peace, because in this peace is knowing. It's that remembering that I came from that place of in an instant, everything started expanding around. Did that in that stillness was that divine connection, that very last set of instructions, that piece of that puzzle that gave forth and brought forth the sound. And we have to claim it and we have to name it, that it's all good. That everything is supposed to be happening, that everything is happening just the way it's supposed to be. So if I have a thought that comes to mind's eye right now, something such as concern, which has a little bit of, I want to say, a tinge of unknowing and uncertainty in the tone. For a friend that's going through a procedure, I need to turn that around first in me so that I truly know that all is good. And I need to sit with that feeling and that motion into my commotion to know that God's got this, that it's in the divine's hands. And how do I know? Because just as God is in me, through me, as me, I know that God is alive and active in everything that surrounds me. As it says in that book of books, that it is that which in the kingdom is thine, in the divine. It's whatever we take and put within our umbrella or our consciousness and claiming it as good. As a territorial right, like it says, it's our inheritance. And we know that if I am given good and God works through me, that spirit works through all those that are touching and blessing that friend of mine, who's also another part of the connection and the grand design of the divine. And each hand that touches and places them in that embrace brings them to that place of freedom that we so need to taste as we're in this flow of knowing that all is good. It's a blessing to know that its path has already been written. The path has already been laid out. The words have already been written. The thought of consciousness has already been put in place. And that's what brings us forward in this time and space. Knowing the truth that the divine has already laid a course, has already put you in the right and perfect place at the right and perfect time in each and every now moment in this beautiful grand design. And how do you know so? Because God is the love that laid the foundation that placed all in balance, and all of this, which is as God is. God is in all spaces, in all places, working ahead for that greater good that he, she, life, the universe constantly blesses us with. So what does it take to truly be free? Just the knowing, as you said, in the divine energy, that God is. And if God is, you are. So let's take a couple moments in the silence to be grateful for that which we are. And say with me, I am that I am. And as God is, I am. I am that I am. And as God is, I am. And as it says in Isaiah 40:31 again, those who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength, for they mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. And that's a great thing for me to know personally, as I regain and recapture all the steps like it was in the beginning. Lift up like eagles. Mount up with wings like eagles. And rise above it all. And let it go. So that we all know, as we release to become free and trust. Take a couple more deep breaths with me and feel the leaves on the trees as it's passed by the breeze. Take another deep breath in and smell the summer grass as everything comes to pass. Take another breath in and feel the peace with each release. Take another breath in and understand as you open your eyes that you get a choice to bring it all forward. Take another breath in, and as you let go, you know all is good. So I say welcome back to a beautiful Monday. May it bring you forward with great peace and freedom throughout your week. May you take every choice of good with you as you travel, and may you continue to always seek. I'm just going to say I'm enjoying where I am right now. My name is Tim from wherever I am, and this is my friend Sandra Blanchard from Squim as part of Unity of the Olympics. Sandra, is there anything you want to say before we say goodbye for now?
I was thinking all through the meditation, the sound of those children is the sound of freedom, where they're not thinking of anything but play and just having the best time. The world is standing still for the children when they're in that play period, and it's all free.
They're staying in the moment and they're
Yes.
being with one
Yeah.
another in community.
Yeah.
And that's why we here have what's called an open pond. It says, swim at your own risk. All the neighbors come over and they bring their kids in the summer. And I'm okay with that. I can still be at peace, just like if the I don't want to say the ship is capsizing around me, or the storm is passing that surrounds me. You get a choice of how you respond to it. And if you can actually meditate with laughter and joy in the background, what a gift.
Yes.
What a gift. It says we need to become like children again.
Yes,
Maybe we need to play more in our connection instead of work hard at it.
Boy, what freedom there is in play.
Again, this is Tim from Squim, and this is Sandra this is Tim from wherever I am, and right now I'm in Missouri, and Sandra from Squim, which we're both prayer chaplains at Unity in the Olympics in Port Angeles. I actually attended, and I think you did also, to a lovely service on Sunday yesterday on Zoom.
Yes.
And on Zoom, there's always room. And I was looking around the room. Boy, things are growing out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all good. You know what? We promise people a meditation, not a commentary about how beautiful things are and how good things are getting and how great, how is it? All the good that's coming and how great things are. We're going to go ahead and say goodbye from now, and I'm going to disconnect from Facebook. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you just the way you are. And we hope to see you soon. Bye
Goodbye.
for now.